out of there. How you doing? We're doing batch 121 today. Another BIOR beer. BIOR, Blame It on Russia. Blame It on Russia 2. We liked the first one so much, we drank the whole keg. It's like an IPA with the Cascade hops. It tastes so good. The wife says, brew another one. I said, okay, let's do it. So yeah, another Blame It on Russia beer, batch 121. It's like an IPA almost. It's a dang good tasting beer. So the wife says, do it again. I says, okay, let's do it. How you doing? So that's where we are. Why wouldn't I be? That's a lot better temperature. So we go in with the BIOR, B-I-O-R beer. Second edition of the Blame It on Russia beer. We drank the other keg. It tasted so good, so we decided we're going to make some more. Why wouldn't I? $150. Without stirring it up too much. We're going to add more water to this, obviously. So 152. I like that. That's much better. All right, we're going to start the Vorlauf here. You get a couple pictures out here, and I'm in my favorite chair. I won't even have to stand up. How you doing on that one? I don't know if this part's coming out on camera. This is the Blame It on Russia beer 2. Like I say, we made it before and just about a month ago, and we liked it so much that we're going to do another batch. Why wouldn't I? Here's one pitcher, and we'll just dump it back in slowly over the spoon here. Not to disturb the grain bed. That's what that's all about. She looks pretty clear as it is. I think we're going to go right to the boil kettle and get really good filtration on this mash tun. We'd like the setup here. It works really good. I might do one more pitcher. We'll see. So we're going to go off to the boil kettle here. Get our funnel in place. Right about there. Our valve is open. We'll make sure the kettle valve is closed. It is. So off to the boil kettle with batch 121. Blame It on Russia 2. Back to that before I have an overflow. There we go. We're hitting a hot break right now. I'm gonna find my scissors. Totally distracted. Squirrel! You know how that goes. There we go. This is the first edition of Homegrown Cascade hops, 2021. smell delicious. Like I say, we made this blaming on Russia beer before. So I get them all in there without dumping them. Oh, one fell in, won't kill us. There's a handful. Another handful. And the whole bag. That's 3 ounces. The other bag here is still frozen. There's 3 ounces here. Cascade hops are still frozen. So are the other ones, but they'll be able to go in easier. I do check them for mold, just to make sure. And we're good to go. So let's get another chunk. Look at those. Get those in the basket. There's hardly any room in here. Here comes another hot break just from the hops. I gotta get my hands ready to deal with that. Get these in. They're all in. Well, that is the sound. That is the sound of our last 15 minutes here, and we boiled off a good, oh my god, a gallon and a half already. We're down to 6 gallons. So we're gonna get our 1 ounce of citra hops. We're gonna dump right into the basket there and stir them up. A cap full of Irish moss. We always use the moss here. We put 3 cinnamon sticks in already. This recipe calls for, if I can get it open. There we go. A can of frozen apple juice. She's in. Now we stir these hops up here a minute. I'll come back to a boil here in a minute. Suri, set a timer for 15 minutes. I don't know if she hears me.
Set a timer for 15 minutes.
Flame out, boys. Flame out. I'm glad I had enough gas to do this brew. Might have to do another one. We're chillers in and we're chilling. Blaming on Russia too. Crazy, huh? We're chillers in, and this brew day's coming to an end. We're going to use Seth Al SO4 again. Like I say, this is the Blaming on Russia beer, and we just made it 3 weeks ago. And we liked it so much we had to do another batch. So that'll be in the fermenter shortly. Okay, note to other brewers out there, if you're going to use cinnamon sticks, how you doing? Put them in a basket or something, because they're going to get stuck in your valve. I can't even close my valve. I got a cinnamon stick stuck in there. It's going to take forever to drain the wort. Crazy. I'm about ready to pick the kettle up and dump it manually. Yeah, we had to dump it. So, USO4 yeast, sanitized. I sanitized the scissors, everything. Always do. Sanitize my hands. So there we go. First time I had to dump the kettle like that. Plugged with cinnamon sticks. Wow, why wouldn't it be? Everything else went great for a brew today. Cover. Man, let me get my airlock that's in here somewhere. And airlock is in.
Use that blue cloth.
Yeast is in. Let me move my thing back a little. This is batch 121, the BIOR beer. BIOR 2, blame it on Russia 2. We're going to get a sample reading to see how she's progressing, but I think we're going to hit the keg today. After, well, I forget to look at the time here. Let's get our reading first before I spill it all over the floor. All right, we're going to let that bubble settle. And so we're going to go ahead and get the keg ready here, get some sanitizer in there, and let that soak a little while here. We'll just do a couple in here. We fill this right to the top, and then we let it soak for 2-3 minutes. 10-12. If this is coming out here, it's hard to get that on this camera. 10-12 for sure. So we'll write that down. We'll calculate it. Looks about spot on from the color of the last one. 10-12 she came in at. I don't know what the actual ABV is right now, but I know she was made with 6 ounces of my Cascade hops again. So on with the taste test here. The rough taste test, uncarbonated taste test. Okay. Same taste. The wife's gonna love it. It's almost like an IPA. It comes in real strong on the hop. And those Cascades that I grow, they're beautiful. They're beautiful tasting. Wow. They are darn good tasting hop. But the hops are growing already. They're up. I trimmed them once. They're already up 2.5 feet. They're starting. I'll go up the vine. They're up the ropes. So on with the kegging of the Russia 2. Blame it on Russia 2. Make sure my hose is to the bottom of the keg. I don't do a closed transfer. And off we go. We're going to pick up a little yeast, I'm sure. I always do. Now we're talking. I got a keg of the Red Wave, cherry wheat, Sam Adams clone, and BIOR, blame it on Russia beer too. Just put that in a keg. You can see I got some hops laying there and a couple founders. Let's get this closed up. It's under CO2, and let her do her thing. Why wouldn't I? Get that ready to drink as soon as possible.